Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 12 on the Camino Frances. We had a lovely night last night in our room. We did have air conditioning, which is a treat. Many places here do not have air conditioning, and with the heat, it's starting to get a little intense, but that's okay. We were nice and comfy. It is a rest day for us today. We're going to go and visit the cathedral, a few other points of interest. There is a wine museum. Definitely want to see if we can get into that. Some great restaurants, some wine stores that have sampling, those sorts of things. A couple of you have been asking about my footwear. I'll post a photo of it here following this video. I am using the Tiva Grand View hiking sandals for women. They have been fantastic so far. I am not sponsored. I'm not paid to do this. I just have to say, these sandals rock, okay? But I always say, try different types of footwear. This is my third Camino and the third different type of footwear that I'm using. So you do need to figure out what works best for you, okay? All right, well, you hear the bells of the cathedral. That means it's time for us to get up, start walking toward the cathedral, and find some breakfast along the way, because I am hungry. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Take care. We'll get a photo with that later.
Ahora está discutiendo con el que era jefe. Paso de...
Hola.
Buenos días. Hello, good morning. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so this is the famous Game of the Goose. Kind of like Sorry. In the original time, they would have the dice here that would be rolled, and you kind of move from square to square. And some of the squares, if you land on, are good, and some are not so good. And then you have to go back. Right here at the Pilgrim Church, which we were just in, we're now waiting to get our pilgrim stamp. The lady will be here in about 10 minutes. So we're going to do that. But right here is the Pilgrim Fountain. So again, this is one of the really important stops for pilgrims along the Camino. They are doing some restoration work on the cathedral here. But we have the fountain. And if I can walk down the steps and not fall, let's see. Oh, it does work. All right, so there we go. All right, well, let's continue exploring the city.
Whoa. Messy.
Ya no nos la sabemos. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me, but this is the Spanish version of a pub crawl. It is time for tapas and vino and beer. And this little alleyway here has 80 different restaurants. And the idea is that you go to each one and you have one tapas and one beverage. I'm not going to make 80, okay? But this is crazy. People from all different age groups, families, seniors, young people, everybody is here, and it's just one big party. If you've ever been to New Orleans on Bourbon Street, this is kind of what it's like. Okay, and by the way, Kevin is up in the room sleeping, so I'm doing this solo. All right, enjoy. Well, that was a wonderful rest day. Okay, so we saw a couple cathedrals. We went to the local wine museum, saw some amazing images and learned about the history and the culture of wine production in the Rioja area. Just fascinating. We saw a Michelangelo painting in one of the cathedrals. It's in the back of a nave. You would almost miss it if you didn't know it was there. Okay, so if you're here, you need to go find it. And then in the wine museum, they have some original Picasso images. Oh, lovely. And no charge, because we are
€3.
€3, but we are professors, so they said no charge because we're professors. Okay, you can't beat it. And even for €3, there were 3 floors to explore. Very lovely. And then we had a lovely afternoon lunch of paella and sangria out in the terrace right next to the cathedral. Just fascinating. And while Kevin was taking a nap, I went out to the alleyway by the apartment because I heard kind of a party going on. And I'm like, hey, there's a party. I'm heading out there. And this is a very famous alleyway where you kind of do what we would call a pub crawl. They do tapas and vino and beer. And you get 1 tapas and 1 drink at every place. There's 80 of them. Okay? This is crazy nuts. I go in through the carnage of what was going on. People were celebrating getting married. There was somebody in a unicorn costume. I met some lovely ladies there who were just having fun, because they were out with their friends. It was really nice. This was in the afternoon. I felt very safe, all right? And that's something that I really want to stress is when you do stuff like this, is think about your own personal safety. I felt very fine. It was just lovely. All right, the tapas, oh my gosh. I had clams, I had shrimp, mussels, you name it. Yeah. If there's seafood around, I'm going to have it. And then we came back to the room and we're just going to chill the rest of the night because this is a rest day. And we're going to relax before we head out again tomorrow. We have, I think in front of us, about 6 or 7 days of walking before our next rest day. Okay? So, there we are. And we are having a wonderful Camino, Kevin. There we go. And we want to thank you so much for following along. Again, if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to know as we travel, I will do my best to let you know. At the end of our journey, I am going to be posting an end of the journey video about our expenses, our accommodations, that sort of things. So I'll be posting that. Thank you again, and I will see you along the way. Bye-bye.